Hello, Crestview. Mayor J.B. Witten. Want to take just a few minutes of your time to discuss issues going on around the city. First thing I want to talk about was a great event that the city manager and I got to do last Friday. We got to go around to some of the businesses, our small businesses that had been closed, and bring them some grant checks, giving them back some of the tax money they'd given to the city, along with some money that had been contributed by some of our local businesses. And I'm just telling you, for us to go into those small businesses and hand them a check, it was just a great feeling. They were so thankful. They've been closed for a long period of time. Didn't know what they're going to do to pay their rent sometimes, or their utility bills. And so that was just a great feeling, knowing how good it was to our small businesses and seeing the appreciation they had. And so I thank all the people that contributed, as well as the city council that gave the city manager the permission to even have such a program. So that was a great event on Friday. I do want to remind everybody this Saturday night we go back to family movie night. But instead of having people sitting in chairs underneath the overhead of the atrium, we're going to have an old-fashioned drive-in movie. So you're going to be able to come into Old Spanish Trail Park on the Stillwell side, come in that entrance, and we're going to have the big screen hanging outside. You'll drive in, you'll keep your windows up, stay in the car, turn your frequency to 88.3 FM, and we will broadcast the audio and you'll see the video, and it's going to be neat because some people have never seen drive-in movies. They go back to the old days, but it's an opportunity for us to get the families back out and doing something. And I've heard rumors that the sponsor, All In Credit Union, might even bring some popcorn to your car. Originally, I think they wanted me to dress up as a Lion King and deliver the popcorn, but I said, nah, I'm probably not going to do that. But speaking of Lion King, that is the name of the movie. It's going to be the updated version of Lion King. We're advertising be there at 7:30. Obviously, we're not going to start right at 7:30 because we have to wait for it a little darker than that. My guess would be between 7:45 and 8 o'clock. And I got to just remind everybody that we do expect you to stay in your car to keep our social distances that we have to have. But we will have the restrooms open because obviously we'll have kids there and they may need to use the bathrooms, and of course they can go out and do that and come back directly to the car. But anyway, looking forward to seeing you all there on Saturday night. One other thing going on that I think is very important, we haven't had COVID-19 testing, in fact, in the whole county for a while. It's been an issue that the health department is trying to deal with, but they really had a lack of manning, lack of funding. And last Tuesday, our county commissioners voted to fund and have their people supply bodies to man testing centers throughout the county. And we're going to have the first one in Crestview is going to be on Thursday from 8 o'clock in the morning till 11 a.m. You're going to be able to drive up and stay in your car and get tested, and then there'll be an alternating schedule. I've seen the schedule. I also know it's changed a couple of times, so I would just say the only one I'm sure of is going to be the first one. Last thing I want to talk about is our city council meeting. I got to do a couple other things that I really enjoy doing, and that is doing proclamations for special events. And I got to do one for our high school seniors. They are going to have a graduation ceremony. They're not sure exactly when, how they're going to do it, but they're looking at sometime in July. They might do a virtual one before that, but they'll do a walk ceremony. That's a promise from the Crestview principal, Dexter Day. But the city council and I wanted to recognize our seniors, and so we declared the 29th of May, their normal graduation date, as Crestview Senior High School graduation date here in Crestview. We also recognize our police officers because this week is Police Week, Law Enforcement Week, and we'll be doing a small ceremony later in the week. But because we can't have a big crowd there, we did a proclamation recognizing what a great service our police officers do. Same for public services. They were recognized for this time of the year. We recognize public services individuals, and as I said at the city council meeting these individuals sometimes just, they get forgotten because they're not out there doing the public things that everybody sees other people do. They don't get to go around and hand out checks or welcome people to movies. They're out there doing some hard work in the deep cold of the winter, in the deep heart of the summer. They're out there, whether it's fixing up our roads, doing repairs to things along the side of the road, working our lift stations. They just do a lot of work in some really bad conditions, and we wanted to recognize them for that. So we did that at our last city council meeting. And then the last thing we did, we had the Carver Hill Museum here in Crestview, and every year they host what they call a May Day celebration. They have a big parade. They bring in people who graduated from Carver Hill School. So they basically have a yearly reunion. And then after the parade, on Saturday morning, they have all kinds of activities. Well, because of the virus, they had to cancel the plans this year. So we went ahead and recognized the fact that this is the May Day celebration this coming weekend, but they just can't do it. And so that's all I want to share with you today. But I thank you for getting through this crisis as well as we did. Like everybody else, I saw the news, I saw things happening in other cities, and I have to tell you, Crestview just really came through it very, very well. We're near the end, and hopefully we're going to get our fitness clubs and gyms back online in the near future. In the meantime, God bless you, and God bless Crestview.